Yo, what's up, everybody? Gonna live trade here for everyone. So I'm waiting to enter a position for RLC. If we take a look at the big picture, we see these converging trend lines that are meeting at an apex. And whenever there's a meeting at an apex, that's where the two lines squeeze together, okay? Whenever there's a squeeze like that, you can bet on the fact that something is most likely going to happen and a reaction is going to occur. So my bet is that if this breaks to the downside, I'm going to short it. So I see that this region right here was a very strong resistance right there, and it broke out. See that? It broke out. So if it breaks to the downside, it must break this support, right? That was previously a resistance. So that's the logic. And then we'll probably end up shorting it for about a 2% gain on a very big position on about $100,000. So that's my plan for this trade. If it breaks, I'm absolutely in. And I think that we're going to go already. I'm going to leverage it times 5 here. I'm going to put it limit order to 4. And I'm going to leverage it to almost the max, but not quite. I can only play about 75,000. So I'm just waiting for this to drop right now. I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation on higher time frames. I'm watching it on other time frames right now. There we go. It's going. Got it. I got it. I caught it. I definitely caught this position. So now let's see if it's actually going to go. Okay. I caught that, if you guys saw. But will we get a wick back to the top side? I'm looking at it really hard right now. I kind of market executed it. So I believe that it has officially broken now. It's just a matter of time for people to notice this break happening. And I think that people are going to enter it fairly late. So I'm in it for about $100,000. So if we take a look here, right, we see it definitely broken already. So this is the first support, as you can see. So let's just drag this a little bit lower down here. My entry is at 2656. Not the best. I could have got higher. Could have got almost 0.5% to 1/8% or 0.8% higher. So now let's see on other indicators what we're seeing. On the 5-minute, we're seeing massively bearish diverging RSI, right? There we go. It's dropping hard now. Perfect. So the first target will be here at the 2476 range, but let's see if it's going to drop past here first. I'm only up like $100, nothing substantial right now. $180. So now it's starting to drop tremendously. $195. It's going to happen. I'm going to profit on this trade for sure, probably. There we go. It's ticking down. The momentum is excuse me. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, it broke past that support so far. Okay, it broke past this support right there. That was previously a resistance. This one right there that I drew earlier broke it really hard. So the next one that it wants to break is it broke the 55 EMA. See that? On the 3-minute time frame, it was staying above it at all times. Every time it got there, it ended up bouncing, right? Bounce, close to it, bounce. And now we fall below it with a big 1% candle. So I would anticipate for us to keep dropping further. The 3-minute time frame is down. The 5 minutes down. The 15-minute literally just crossed over. And the 30 minutes probably going to cross over very soon as well. So I think that we have some very good momentum entering on the downside. I hope that you guys all caught this entry and can learn something from it. It's a really good entry in my opinion. Okay, so let's see if we're going to hold steady below this particular resistance. Okay, the resistance is at now 2631, which we fell below by a substantial amount in my opinion, by about 0.5%. That's big to me. I'm now up $450. Okay, I'm leveraged a little bit high to be honest, but I've got a lot in my spot and funding, and also, sorry, not funding, in my earn, and also my spot. My bankroll here is over 80K in my account on Binance So me playing this amount is actually okay, in my personal opinion. I don't think there's any harm with playing a little bit more, as long as it's controlled, of course. So the first support will probably be 251, I'm guessing, or 2415. Yeah, 2415 would be 2415 would be great. I'll make $1,500 on this trade here. All right, so it's downtrending pretty nicely right now. I'm gonna take my profit right here, which is above this particular trend line. Okay, I'm gonna take my profit at 24 because it's slightly above this last high, which took a while to break, to be honest. Okay, it took like 5 hours to break, so I'm gonna guess that it's gonna go right slightly above these regions, and then after that, it's probably gonna find resistance right there, right? Or that support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So then it resisted, and then it broke up hard. So these are different levels. This first level right here broke already, so it makes sense that it's probably gonna drop to right around here. That's my opinion, and I'm up a pretty good amount already, $700. It's probably going to keep going. I don't think it's going to stop, and I'm going to get a very juicy close here. How much am I going to get at 1.24? I'm going to get $1,900 profit, beginning to end. You guys saw me enter. So the reason for entering was simple, right? It was a break. It was a break right there. I entered it right in front of you guys, and that's important to understand, that you need to be patient for breaks to happen before you enter. And now when you're in the trade, you got to be very patient. You got to wait for the trade to come to fruition. Okay, just chill now and let's just wait. So a little bit of a panic wick there, or candle. It spiked up 2% in 1 minute. That's never a good sign. So now let's see if it's going to form some sort of resistance. Something like this, perhaps, and then continue steadily to the downside. So it was nice how it hit this white trending line resistance and the bigger white one as well. So it hit both of them, so I'm pretty confident now it's going to drop. So here's a major retest that just happened. The slope trend line up there, and also the big trend line right here. I held strong in my position despite being down like $600 about. And now we're retesting this trend line, this yellow one, at the 1.2641 range. If we break below there, we're golden. I think it's going to break hard soon. There we go. It's starting to drop now. I'm taking my profit early because of many reasons. Like, one reason is I don't have time to wait for this to come to fruition. It's a Friday night. Realistically, it can probably drop way lower, and I'm going to miss on a few $1,000s of profit. But I personally don't care, because I want to go hang out with my fiance. And it's Friday night, you know, it's not always about money, right? I don't want to. I've been glued to the computer for how long now? Since like 8 in the morning. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really want to be on the computer all night. I'm up about $800 now. Decent. If it gets to my take profit right down here, it's going to be a good $1,900 close. Alright, RLC just popped up right now, getting the first support sign right here. And I'm honestly probably just going to close my position in just a few short seconds. Right here, see that $1,800. And I closed it right now for a pretty good profit. I probably took in about 1,500 or so. Boom, guys. Live traded that. Awesome, awesome job, everybody. If you guys saw that, that was a really good opportunity. Bam.